Hello everyone, we are Mark and Karina King from Mosaic Church in Bangor, North Wales. We are elders in the community, and we are part of an extended leadership team of 12 people. So we would like to join you in your series of statements of Jesus saying, I am. And what we would like to have a look at is the statement of I am the resurrection and the life. And we will read from John 11:25, where Jesus himself said to the woman, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will have life even if he dies.
In the build up to this story, we see that the story of Lazarus, a good friend of Jesus, passing away. We've seen that Jesus and his disciples have taken a detour and delayed in arriving to visit the family and helping Lazarus, even though he'd been asked to come sooner. Jesus arrives to comfort his friends, Mary and Martha, after the death of their brother. In verse 24, we see that Jesus talks to Martha, and Martha understands the concept of the resurrection. She understands and believes that at the end time, when the Messiah returns, she and her family who believe in, have faith in the relationship with God, will be resurrected and spend eternity with God. However, Jesus is very clear when he says his statement that I am the resurrection and the life. We see not long after this that Jesus goes on to raise Lazarus from the dead, performing a miracle, not just confirming the assumption that Lazarus will join them in eternity, but that Jesus has the power over death to bring Lazarus back to life. Through this story, we see a little bit about what this is all about, and that's what we really want to look at. Jesus brought Lazarus back from the dead, but through this story, it was far more than just a miracle of one man coming back to life. Resurrecting Lazarus was just one part of this miracle. It's more than this. Jesus himself, we see, goes to the cross and is resurrected himself. In doing so, we see that he takes on a victory over sin and death, and he cements our place in eternity. I hope that he gives us that we, as this verse says, even though we die, we will live, because we live in the hope that as followers of Jesus, we will know and see eternity in heaven. There's a whole promise through this resurrection that we will receive eternity. We understand that Jesus is the source of life, the power over death. And in that comes and gives us victory, gives us hope, and gives us eternity and sureness in the eternity with God in heaven.
Now, this life that he gives us is not just based on what happened 2,000 years ago. It doesn't even have to do with our future eternity in heaven, but it has to do with the here and the now. It has to do about making the resurrection alive in our lives every single day. It's about having that deeper relationship that knows what being resurrected means. It's having that relationship with Jesus and the knowledge and the security that he is with us every day, encouraging us to develop more of our awareness of eternity. And in doing so, we can actually bring to life these promises. We can be the ones that share with the world, share with our families, with our friends, with those that don't yet know Jesus, that there is a hope, that there is a lot more than just the 70, 80 or 100 years that we get on this earth. We have an eternity, but that eternity starts now. It starts here. It starts in the relationships that we have with each other within the church, and how that relationship continues to grow until we come to the full knowledge, like the word says, of who Jesus is and what that statement of I am the resurrection and the life truly means for each one of us, his children, and what it means for those that don't yet know him, and how that should awaken an urgency within us to share the gospel of Jesus Christ.
As followers of Jesus, sometimes we find it really hard to come up with something that we're thankful for. Sometimes it's really easy, and there's lots of stuff going on around us that we can be grateful for that God has done or is showing us. But at times, certainly times recently, as we've been going down our current circumstances, uncertainty through lockdown, we find ourselves in situations where there are days when we find it really difficult to be thankful for something. But we can be grateful and thankful for an eternity in heaven. But God, Jesus, wants more than that with us. He wants to be involved with us today and walk with us day in, day out. He's interested in each one of us and wants to bless us. We pray that you guys have a good day, and we continue to pray that you be blessed as a church and a community at this time.
We hope to see you soon in person and share a time of worship, of the word, and just getting to know you as a part of the sphere in our family of churches. Be blessed and encouraged in the name of the Lord.
Goodbye.